Welcome to Maptivation. You might have noticed several different mapping programs on MrNussbaum.com in the past. Well, this version aims to replace all of them, as it works just as well on your iPad or tablet as it does on the laptop or desktop. And it's very simple. What you do is you select a black and white map. So I look down, I see I have continents, I have the United States maps, I have a 13 colonies map. I have, let's see, I have nations, I have American regions, and I have all 50 states. Let's look at the 13 colonies map. Click Start. And so you wait just a second for the map to come up, and there it is. And so this is a historically accurate 13 colonies map, and this Maptivation version is fairly simple. More options like making tests out of these maps or making them interactive, meaning when you roll over a spot, a message appears, exist on Mr. Nussbaum Extend for a small yearly subscription fee. When I say small, I mean a couple bucks for 100 students. Anyhow, the first thing I want to do is use the fill tool right here to make the different regions different colors. So let's make the New England colonies red, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, Connecticut, and Rhode Island. Let's make the middle colonies green. That includes New York, New Jersey, and Pennsylvania. I can't forget about Long Island here. And let's make the southern colonies blue, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Georgia. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I think we call Delaware a middle colony. So now I have a 13 colonies map. Okay, so there's various different things I can do here. I can label if I want. I want to make my lettering black. I can make New England, add text. I can bring it up here. I can tilt it if I want it. I can make it smaller, which makes sense to me. It's kind of a small map. I'm going to tilt it back so it's right. And you can use the line tool if you wanted to, as you could make a line or an arrow, but I'm happy with like this. You can make middle colonies, add text. What I'm going to do here is make it like that. And then we can make southern colonies. Oh no, didn't mean to do that. Okay. We have to click off of it. Southern colonies, add text. And these fit pretty well. And so you see here I have a pretty basic map of the 13 colonies. Now I could go ahead and label each colony individually if I wanted. Watch this. I can make a key. I could do something like, let's say, for example, I could make blue. I could just say blue colonies are southern. I could add a color key. I could say green colonies are middle. Add a color key. And I could say that red colonies are New England. That way I save space on the map. I could also say brown triangles are mountains. Black circles are cities. I don't know. I don't need stars or squares. Let's say I want to say that blue lines are rivers. And then I can, watch this, I can update the key. I need to make it go longer too. So in your version you see, let me see something here. Oh, here's the problem. I didn't check these off. So now I update the key. That's better. And the key is always, you can move the key around too. So that's pretty neat. There are other things you can do as well. Is anytime you put a shape somewhere you don't want to, or a word, you highlight it and click delete selected item, and it will go away. And unfortunately, you can't delete when you do like brush strokes on the map. You can't delete those. You can undo them though. You can undo up to 1 or 2 steps, I think. This button clears the entire map, so use this one carefully. Now, I'll show you one more thing really quickly. If I click on this brush tool, now let's say I want to make some kind of region, or I want to show an area where there's mountains or the Great Plains or something like that. So watch this. This is just an example. I make a region that's totally closed, and then if I click, for example, let's say I do this in the middle of the country, I click here, it'll fill it up with, what looks like the Great Plains. And so I could do one with a desert as well. Let's say this was a desert area. Close the region, click the cactus, and it sort of represents a desert. Anyway, so this is Maptivation. You saw all the different maps you can use. It's a pretty basic version. For more options, again, I said look at my subscription site called Mr. Nussbaum Extend. But this version is very useful, and it's free for everyone to use. You can also save these maps to your desktop, or you can print them out.